What's up, YouTube land, and welcome back to another episode of Toy Aisle Finds Target Part 2. This is the Hot Wheels Monster Truck build set. Roger Dodger and Hot Wheels Racing. It is for ages 5 and up, and it comes with 251 pieces. It also has 2 full-colored manuals, one for each set, which is nice. As with all their other sets, everything is color-coded, pretty much. Now, this particular set is unique because the box, if you look here, and you can probably see it in the glare, the center seam right here, and there's also a seam that goes around the edge, can actually be turned into a playset, which I thought was pretty cool. Matter of fact, there is a picture of it here on the side. And as you can see, all the sets that were released at the time, this one was released. Alright, now moving on, we're going to start with the monster truck first. And the top of it is a pretty basic build. It's the standard 5 wide construction. As always, you got your custom little minifigure right here, who's always just shorter of an actual minifig. And then for your custom molded pieces, obviously the front windshield, and we have the roof right here, which is also a custom molded piece. And then the rear spoiler. And inside we got the custom steering wheel on its 1x tile with the peg sticking outside. This interesting little triangular piece down back here. And most of them, the custom molded pieces, oh yeah, we also got these headlights right here, which I will be turning over after the video because I don't like how the top point sticks out past everything like that. I think it should be down and flush with this right here, but that's just me. Anyway, most of the custom molded pieces are on the bottom of the set, and that is in the suspension part of the monster truck itself. Obviously the wheels and these axle pieces, but not just that, but you can see this 2x4 plate right here with 2x3 studs on top. We have these front little bumper doodads which stick into the holes of, get this apart, the studs that have holes in them. And as you can see, it's just a little peg and a little mold around that goes right around it. And we also have, and there's one of these on each side, we also have these custom molded 2x2 tiles, because you can see the little angled surfaces for the corners and everything. They're not just a square tile with the hole in the center. And these little bar pieces right here, which have the same little peg connecting setup. And the really cool feature to this is how the actual axles connect to the bottom. As you can see, this right here is all one custom molded piece right there. And it's pretty cool because how they just pop in. Whenever you lean it, the truck actually turns. Which I thought was pretty cool. And I figured while I was at it, doing this little review, if I can get this set up, there we go, that I would compare it to the Dollar General Lego monster truck, the Crushing Croc. And yeah, there is definitely a difference between the two. Obviously, this one's taller, got much larger wheels in comparison. This, I like the suspension on it because it's nice and springy. Although you can't lean it and get the vehicle to turn. It just leans to one side. It does turn slightly, but to the opposite direction. And we'll give you a quick shot of the custom molded rims for this, which just slide onto the axle piece. And I like this molding to the tires. That's a cool grip pattern. Matter of fact, I actually got the truck on there backwards. And that's pretty cool how they made this so you could take this off and just put the regular wheels on the bottom of it. And that's pretty much everything for the monster truck itself. So let's go ahead and move on to the Roger Dodger car. And I like these printed little pieces right here. And what's real interesting as far as what's on this motor is this motor has this little disc that goes around a normal size stud to give it the appearance of there being a pulley there. And as for it being Lego minifigure compatible, as you can see, there's a slight gap right there between the roof and the top of the windshield, but it will fit a minifigure in there. Now, I have not tried a minifigure in the monster truck. We'll do that here in a second. As always, the back windshield is a nice custom molded piece. We got the custom molded pieces on the motor right there. The mirrors, the normal steering wheel and stuff like that. Now, this one does not have that solid 1x5 custom printed transparent tile on the back. As you can see, it's also missing the scoops, the little spoiler pieces that are on the other Roger Dodger, and it's got a completely different front bumper to it. All in all, it's a pretty cool color scheme, and I like the build, and And I figured we'd go ahead and we'd compare it to the other Roger Dodger set, the first one that I did review on. There's the motor pieces and the front end, pretty much the same, except for this has got those transparent instead of the solid gray like these do for the headlights. And as you can see, it's got that front spoiler piece instead of this bumper. It is missing the pulley part, which is a shame. I would have preferred it having the pulley part on it, but it is what it is. It's got these extra little exhaust pipe deals right there, whereas this one just has them coming straight out the header. They're the exact same length. Let me get that mirror folded over. From front to back. As you can see, this also has the extra exhaust manifolds coming out here. And I'm sure you've probably noticed how the rear windshield is also less pronounced on the back side of this. And they just swapped these pieces right here from the front to the back and then added this rear spoiler, which I think it would have been nice if this was the same type of setup as this back right here. I mean, I could see them just putting a flat instead of a spoiler back there, but it is what it is. It makes it its own unique individual car, even though they're supposed to be the exact same model. And as you can see, like I said before, it doesn't have that custom 1x5 printed transparent tile on the back, or that rear spoiler piece. Now this one, as you can probably tell from looking at the back axles, actually sits up one stud higher than the yellow one does. Try and get the tires nice and even and uniform for you. And you see the difference in the rear end. But the front is the exact same, excuse me. And all in all, this is a pretty cool build. It's pretty much the same exact number of pieces as this is. So just a little different of a take on it, which I thought was nice and interesting. And I also decided to put the cars side by side with an actual Lego set. And it turns out that the 5-wide cars and the actual 6-wide cars are the exact same width at 7 studs wide. Now, when I showed the comparison to the Baja truck, that one's got wider tires on it, so that's what made that one an 8 wide. But all in all, I paid like between 20 and 25 bucks for this at Target. And yeah, it's worth its money. I would say, as far as playability with the way the truck works and everything, the fact that you can swap out the tires and axles and stuff and make Roger Dodger the monster truck versus this one, and everything like that, all the custom molded pieces, the play set feature that you get with the back of the box, because you know kids play with the box just as much as they play with everything else, so might as well make it part of the play set. So yeah, I mean, all in all, it was worth its money. I would definitely suggest buying this for your kid or for your collection if you'd want. It would have been nice if this set right here had came with its own short axles to shorten this down, because it even does show on the box, swap the tires out. But yeah, and That's just swapping from one set to the next instead of giving it its own set of tires to swap out with it. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I've got on it. As always, if you've made it this far in the video and you like what you've seen, please leave a thumbs up. If you would like to see more content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon so you can be notified when new videos come out. And go ahead and leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know what other sets you would like me to review, and I will see what I can do and get back to you. So until the next video, I am Bones, you are whoever you are, and I am out of here.